Hey, this video is actually a video that was inspired by a YouTuber by the name of Cabrera. Shout outs to her. I like her content. She had a video that was very interesting. It kind of caught me off guard from a lot of her usual content, which I still dig. But this one really caught me, you know, and it was very complimentary, so I thought I would do one in dedication to her, and thank you. This one's about beards, especially black men wearing beards and stuff, you know. Something that it's cool to see. You know, I myself actually have been wearing a beard for about 3 years, but I used to grow it out occasionally during the winter before I got my security job. This is the longest that I've ever had it. I myself, like, also being sort of the experimental artist that I am, would style my beard in a lot of different ways. You know, I would braid it to a fine point and put, you know, mustache wax or whatever, or if I didn't have it, just twist it anyway, and make it look like quills are sticking out of my face, so it looked like the equivalent of what people might think a porcupine or pinhead or something, you know, quills or needles sticking out of my face, you know. And then I would sometimes twist it down and make these sort of Nubian knots, you know, and have it spring out to make it look like springs are coming out of my face. I've often gotten called like Medusa or Cthulhu whenever I've done that, which is really funny. Or, you know, people use the Pirates of the Caribbean. I didn't even know that pirates did that until people started telling me. Sometimes I would put safety pins in. I actually used to do that to my hair when I used to have a natural. That's, you know, or afro, some people call it. You know, but I digress from talking about that. Beards are, you know, especially being black and wearing a beard, you know, it's a trip, you know. At the time that I've done it, you know, I've heard all the beard stereotypes, you know, like stoner and you know, I hate when people use the term terrorist, because a terrorist could be anything, but it's amazing just to see cats, like, especially brothers with long beards and stuff, you know, and I always salute anyone that's wearing them. You know, it's often been associated with a lot of things, good and bad. I mean, from criminals to people that are stoners, to people that are holy men and conscious people as anything. You know, especially in a religious context, you know, you got a lot of Hebrews, you got a lot of Orthodox Christians like myself, and a lot of Islamic people and Rastafarians with beards, you know. Like, you know, I can speak as an Orthodox Christian. It's not really required to have a beard in our faith unless you're a priest or a monk or both, you know. Like St. Moses the Black right here, or St. Moses of Nubia, Ethiopia, St. Moses the Strong. You know, you got a lot of people that are hermits too, like Bahatawi monks, that, you know, a lot of these people are just praying and meditating, and you know, their beards grown out. You know, like a lot of the hermits have locks, you know, like just because they're kind of like mystics, you know, and you know, it's kind of yeah, that's just how it is. You know, I myself got tired of shaving because, you know, the job that I had before at one point was a security job. Just hustling, as much as I don't particularly like jobs like that, and it made me shave. You know, when you're a black man and have the kind of hair that I do, even though it's soft, my hair is still curly, and shaving all the time, you know, is not good. It makes bumps, you know. The thing is, it's like I told myself, when I get out from this job, I'm not shaving at all, you know. And for a while I even had all this, because I can get a lot of hair up here. And, you know, I line it up so I don't scare too many cats, you know, especially working, you know, where I work now, and also at different places, you know, dealing with the people that I deal with. You know, you want to try to look at least palatable, even though I still have a wild beard. I like it, you know. It's really cool, you know. Shout out to Jay Wisdom too, because he's been rocking the beard gang thing as well. It's just cool to see cats rocking it, you know. Beards also have a symbol of maturity and a coming of age, you know, in a lot of cultures and stuff too, you know. And also musically, I'm an artist. I'm not gonna lie about that. You'll see it on my page. I have tons of stuff playing music. you know, a lot of it's associated with, you know, like heavy metal and stuff like that, but in a lot of early 70s jazz artists and stuff, you know, I always liked looking at like some of my dad's old album covers, because you see a lot of brothers with beards and stuff, and, you know, looking real like just cool, man. You know, my dad, you know, like I wanted to get that vibe. You know, my dad totally looked like that, you know, back in the 70s. He had a long beard, you know, he used to wear the you know, sort of hats or caps or whatever, playing his congas. And, you know, I like that vibe. It's one of the reasons that I'm kind of like, I don't mind if I don't have, you know, my ends cut, you know, because I'm trying to look like Pharoah Sanders or Gary Bartz or my dad back in the 70s, or, you know, some of the members of Funkadelic during the Maggot Brain era or whatever, you know, like, you know, or anybody from the early 70s in a sense, you know, because it was just all wild, you know. I don't know, man. I hope this video is not too random and I'm losing people, but yeah, I just thought I would give a mad shout out to Lisa for that video and just thank you. You know, it was cool. That was really cool. You know, I don't even know what else to say, but thank you. Peace and blessings to all of you guys.